It's your girl Lex. This is the life of Lex. Welcome back. How y'all doing? I was in the middle of doing my hair because I decided that even though I wanted to embrace a new era of myself, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna walk into my soul woman era, my Afro era. And so you know what I did yesterday? I co-washed my hair because I had washed it the other day. Like I took my braids out, washed my hair, blow dried it, flat ironed it, and it was straight for maybe a good 20 minutes. Okay? A good 20. Nothing more, nothing less. And then it just started poofing up, and I was just like, I can't. And then my hair, it's like I cut my hair, so my hair is not as long as I'm used to it being, so I'm trying to get used to everything. I'm just like, I can't do it, right? So I put it in a ponytail, and I was like, my ponytail is not as long as it used to be. I don't like this, right? Then I decided to put it in a puff, because that's the natural go-to. But then I was like, my puff ain't as big as it used to be. I don't like that, right? And so I co-washed it last night, and I was like, okay, let me try to do a wash and go. And before I could even finish the back section of my hair, I said, fuck this. I can't do it, right? This ain't me, right? It's my hair. I cut it, right? Cut it for a purpose because I wanted it to be all natural, not just natural and relaxed, but all natural. So I did the big chop. But I should have let it grow out. Well, I don't know. I just was going through so much. I just kept cutting and 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 cutting. Okay? I just had to express the fact that I kept cutting my hair very, very, like, you gotta understand it, right? Because my hair was not long, like, bust down long. No, it was shoulder length, but I kept cutting up, cutting up, cutting up, cutting up. You know what I'm saying? I was cutting the fuck up. Okay? I'm just leave it there. So, after I tried to do the wash and go, I was like, fuck this. Twist it up. Put the little drying towel turban thing on my head. Went to sleep because I was like, I can't do it there. And this morning, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure my hair is still wet, for one. So a twist out is out of question, right? And I had already put all this product in my hair, so it would make zero sense to try to blow dry it out. So that's why I was doing my hair. Because I'm like, I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. Like, I'd rather not have to deal with my hair than to be so self-conscious that I got to play with it all day, every day. Because I'm not just going to wear an afro. I'm going to want to touch it. If I got to wash and go, I'm going to want to touch it. I'm going to want to make sure that it's flowing in the wind. All right? So, it takes time. And I have to let my hair get there. And it's not like I cut my hair, like, cut it all off. No, it's still some hang time. You know what I'm saying? It's just not what I'm used to, not what I worked so hard for. But honestly, when I was trying to grow my hair out for the past 2 years, well, I've been trying to grow my hair out for forever, but I wasn't doing it just because that's what I wanted, or that's what, well, it is what I wanted, but it wasn't what was, I guess it was the intentions behind it, right? Because my hair stayed around shoulder length for a long time. I used to have longer hair, and then I had long hair in the 7th grade. So by the 8th grade, Oh, it wasn't long either. It was just to my shoulders, okay? It's never grew past armpit length. I'll put it that way. So, 8th grade comes. Well, my grandma passed away in my 7th grade year. So, as time went on, my hair got shorter and shorter and shorter. And I was doing my own hair and I wasn't doing it right. And I was flat ironing, straightening. And it was just piles of hair every single day. Up until one day, me and my mom, we were just out and about. And I was like, hey, didn't you say you wanted to get me a haircut? And I went and got a haircut. And this white lady cut my hair very, 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 very short. And for a long time, I was like, I would never let another white lady touch my head. Hell fucking no. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't because she was white. Like, I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with it. Because I'm the one that picked out the Paris Hilton hairdo in the first place. Okay? So if I want to look like Paris Hilton, I shouldn't have picked that haircut. But that's what the fuck she gave me, a fucking Paris Hilton ass haircut. And I would feel so ugly. Like, I always felt like I was ugly because people would tell me, oh, you're ugly. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Okay? So if you think that I'm ugly, thanks. Proud of you for sticking up for what you think about shit, I guess. It's not gonna affect my day that you think I'm ugly, okay? Because I know even with makeup on and with no makeup on, I can still pull whoever I want, however way I want. So that's not the problem. I'm not looking cute or doing anything for attention from nobody else to have somebody to say, oh, I look cute. No, I want to be able to feel cute. I want to be able to feel beautiful, right? Because you can tell me, oh, you're so beautiful all day long. But if I don't feel it, then it's just not doing shit for me, right? But on the inside, I do feel like a beautiful person. Not just because of the things that I do, but because of who I am, right? Because I really wish the best for everybody. Like, I really fight hard to make sure that the people in my life know that I care. But it's been brought to my attention as I've been talking to you guys that I might need to work a little harder. But that's to come, you know what I'm saying? Let people know that I care. And just doing right by people, doing the right thing. For the most part. Because I used to wonder why, like, when I was selling insurance, right? And we'd go to someone's house, most likely sitting on their couch or at their kitchen table. And sometimes the people would leave to go get their insurance paperwork. And, you know, you gotta go look for shit like that. And so take a little minute. And I'd be like, these people just left me sitting in their living room. They don't know me. Like, I could have very well not have been who I said I was and just been there to rob them clean. And what could they have done? What could they have done? And I would walk out of these people's houses not selling them a damn thing. I'm talking about, bitch, what the fuck am I finna eat when I get home, right? Can I scramble up $2 to go get a Paccarellos, right? Not sold these people shit. Just because I wanted to make sure that their Medicare was taken care of, right? Because at that point when I was selling insurance and going to go see people, it was mainly to make sure that they knew how Medicare works, how to go to the Medicare.gov website, help them create their own account and stuff, so that they can put their medication in and see if they have the right plans every single year, so that they're not getting fucked over when these companies start calling them every year saying, oh, sign up for this plan, sign up for that plan. No, make sure you know what plan you signing up for, ma'am or sir. Okay? So that was my job. But in my head, I was always wondering, like, okay, these people just left me in their living room by myself or with my coworker. Like, I'm just gonna sit completely fucking still so that can't nobody say, oh, you was not in that spot when I left. Like, I'm not moving a fucking muscle. You ain't finna say I touched shit because I ain't did shit, okay? I'm just sitting here minding my business. Wait for you to get your shit together so we can get our shit together, right? But like I said, I would go to these people's houses to try to teach them about Medicare, maybe make a sale. But I wasn't making shit, right? And I wasn't even able to sell the Medicare plans yet. So my coworkers were getting paid off of me helping these people with their Medicare. But I wasn't getting paid shit, right? So, with all that, I wasn't getting paid shit. Ended up broke. And I was staying with roommates, and I was just like, I can't keep doing this shit, right? Driving 2 hours to work, just drive 2 hours back and not be happy where the fuck I'm at, right? I can't. So, I took out a loan on my 22nd birthday, February 20th, okay, 2/20 of the year 2020, okay? 2/20/2020. Remember that. So, yeah, took out a loan, got approved for the loan, applied for an apartment. Well, I looked around for apartments, went to different apartments to try to find one place, like the best place, and got the apartment that I was in, right? I didn't even look at the apartment before I signed the lease, you guys. Lady was like, oh, you want to come sign the lease today? Or you can come sign the lease on Wednesday and you can come view the apartment, da-da-da. And so I came. She was like, yeah, you got to prove you did all your paperwork, da-da-da, signed the paperwork. And then she showed me the apartment. And I got the apartment. I was like, it's giving trailer vibes, okay? It's giving down home, down yonder, okay? It's giving trailer vibes. But nonetheless, I was so proud of myself for getting an apartment that I didn't care that it gave trailer vibes. I made that shit my own, right? That was my spot. And I loved that apartment. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. And I had my own dishwasher and an island. Bitch, you couldn't tell me shit. You could not tell me shit. Okay? And then my mom needed somewhere to stay. She asked to stay with me. And I was like, well, I had brought it up to her before. And I was like, well, I don't feel that I'm supposed to stay here in Carrollton, Georgia, where I was. So if you feel like you can take over this apartment, I'll let you have it. I'll go somewhere else. And so she was like, oh, okay. And so one night I was just like, I can't. Got me smoking out the window. Okay. In my own house. I was like, I cannot. So, I looked up apartments again. Looked up the same company. Saw what they had available. Saw Augusta. I was like, interesting. Applied. I applied. Then I got the apartment. But when I came here, the leasing office lady, she was like, well, we have 2 units available. So I'm going to show you both of them. And we went to one, and the stove's old as hell. And I was like, no. Came to the second one. It was a newer stove. It looked almost identical to my apartment back in Carrollton, except for it didn't have the island or the dishwasher. But I didn't notice the dishwasher until after I moved in, and that's also important. But yeah. So I signed it for the second one she showed me, which is the one I'm in. And then as soon as I get the keys and I'm getting ready to Put the key in the door to look at my new apartment. I'm on the phone with my dad, and my phone just, like, we're arguing back and forth. Because he's like, you sure this is what you want to do, this is that? And I'm like, well, it's already done. And then I drop my phone, and my phone shatters, right? And I'm like, that's definitely a sign. So, as I've been here, it's like I've been trying to make it likable and not how I had it before, because that makes me honestly sad to try to just like put, like, for example, I would wake up and still think that I was in Carrollton, and then I would look out my front door and be like, oh shit, I'm in Augusta. What is in Augusta, honestly, besides me? But no, for real, what is in Augusta, right? And so I was scared to find out. So I was like, I didn't know what the hell I was walking into. And I was like, you know what? Only way that's going to get me out of the house is a dog. So I went and got a dog. I went all the way back home to back yonder to get a fucking dog, to bring the dog 3.5 hours back to Augusta. Ain't that some bullshit? But anyways, I feel like my problem was that I can't keep just getting myself into things I don't know about, for one. But also, when I got the first apartment, I guess I felt like, oh, I need something, right? I didn't want to wait. I thought about it, right? And I was like, we'll see what happens. Because I honestly don't even think I went there to sign a lease. I think I just went there to talk about the apartment. And ended up signing the lease that day. And I was in there by Thursday. You know what I'm saying? In there like swimwear. No, it's probably by Friday. But anyways, that's that point. The point is, I lost it. I don't know. I guess some things come with planning. Things that come with planning are usually worth it, right? There was a plan behind that. Get some money. Look for apartments. Get an apartment. That's what I did. When I came to Augusta, there was no plan. It was just, that was the plan, to just come see what the fuck is here. And that's not very smart. Your plan should never be to fuck around and find out. Okay? Now, if the plan fails, if you have a plan, a well thought out plan, and then shit just goes the way it wants to go, you might end up having to fuck around and find out how to get yourself out of that. Right? But it was planned for me to come here, for one, not by me. It wasn't my plan, but it was planned. Part of the plan, my ultimate plan to come here. So that's what I'm sitting with. It's very disturbing, to say the least. But here I am. And I want to say disturbing because as much as I wanted to leave, as much as I still want to leave now, like if $1 million falls out of the sky, I would be gone within the next hour. And that's just on period poo. Okay? But I realized that if whatever I'm praying for has to come with, I have to realize what am I gonna do with it once I get it, right? I'm praying for $1 million to fall out of the sky. Well, what am I gonna do with it? Like I said, I'd be out of Augusta in the next hour. That's for damn sure. Okay? I don't know where the fuck I would go. And that's the problem. I can't leave until I figure out where I'm going. And I keep trying to buy myself time to figure out where I'm going. I'm like, I don't know. To hell if I don't pray. Okay? That's what I tell people when they be like, oh, where you going? To hell if I don't pray. Like, why are you asking me, grown ass person, where am I going? Where are you going? To hell if you don't pray. Okay, so get the fuck out of my face. Anyway. But no, for real, I will tell you that I'm going to hell if I don't pray. But what I'm learning from the Bible is that once you recognize and realize, okay, Jesus was a real person. He was sent here as the Son of God. And he was sent here to save us by dying on the cross, right? Because I'm pretty sure if $1 million fell out of the sky for him, he would have been the fuck out of there. He was this deuces, okay? Because it would have been an easy escape plan. But he didn't need an escape plan. He had the plan. He didn't have a plan B, C, and D and all that shit. He had God's plan. He knew where he was going. Well, I'm pretty sure he didn't know that they was going to make him walk with that cross all the way to wherever they walked to. But he knew what he was supposed to be doing, right? And to understand that is to understand that, well, Jesus had someone who told him what to do, who put him here for that purpose so that he could die for our sins and that we could not judge each other so harshly on our iniquities and our fuck ups, right? Because as much as I want to say, oh, you should be doing this, and that. If you taught me the same shit, I'd be like, I'm not doing that, right? Or if I tell you to do something and you fail, then you're going to look at me like I fucked up. And I'm going to be looking at you like you fucked up. Because the plan was already set in motion. The train was already there. You just didn't get on it the right way. Okay? But that's not the point. The point is for us to know who sent us here and why, and go with that. So if you supposed to be on a plane, if you're supposed to be on a plane, the plane would have your ticket. You would have your ticket to get on that plane. It would have your name on it, your birthday, your address, whatever the hell goes on a plane ticket. I don't know. I put them on my phone. But anyways, you would be already set. They would already know you're coming. There'd already be a destination. You just got to get to the plane. That's the point. Can't just get on a plane that you don't know where the hell it's going. Because when you get there, what are you going to do with yourself? Not a damn thing besides scramble and fuck around and find out, right? So I didn't really have a plan when I came to Augusta. I just came to fuck around and find out. And that's why I'm here now. And I found out that next time I won't be doing this shit again. Whatever craziness comes in my life after this, I'm not in control of. But what I can control is whether or not I want to fuck around and find out. And I know y'all probably tired of me saying fucking around to find out. But it's just like, I can't even explain the way things fall into place. It's not explainable at all. Because as you're living life, it's as it goes, right? You're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to do the best you can. And then once you look back at what happened, you're like, oh, maybe I could have done that better. Or maybe this could have happened or that could have happened. But that's all cool and all. But you gotta realize that had it not have happened the way it did, you wouldn't be who you are today, right? If I had not found out that I was pregnant the day after I decided to stay, after climbing in my attic to grab my suitcase to get the fuck out of here within the next hour, then I wouldn't have been able to see the things that I had to see in order to put me where I am now. Whether I like the place I'm in now, it's much better than what could have happened, right? If I would have fucked around and found out. But knowing Jesus is to know that you don't have to beat yourself up so harshly on your decisions that you made. You just got to realize that God made things happen the way that they did to show you who you are to him, right? Because I don't even know what the hell I would have done. Okay? I would have scrambled. I probably would have, taken other people's advice, right? The best way to get over one dude is to get under another one, which sounds absolutely fucking ridiculous, if I must say so myself, because what the fuck can this nigga do for you? What the fuck can that nigga do for you? What the fuck can that person do for you that God cannot do for you first? If you ask him, right? You ain't even got to beg for real. Right? Like, I done begged a couple niggas. Not a couple. Not even beg. Just, if I gotta ask more than once for the same shit, baby, we got a problem. Okay? But one person I ain't gonna never have a problem with asking for the same thing more than once, like this $1 million to fall out of the sky, is God. Because if he want me to have $1 million fall out of the sky, he gonna make it rain. Okay? So, quit relying on other people to make you feel whole, because that's what I was doing. I was looking for answers out of other people. That's why I would call people and be like, I don't know what to do in my life. And then they would tell me, oh, try this. And I'd be like, I'd rather just sit where the fuck I'm at. Sorry, not sorry. And that's because God has to show me my way out, my next plan. Or maybe not know my next plan. Maybe just let it come to me. So yeah, here's that. Y'all, I had a really cute dog. And if I ever see her again, I'm be like, oh, that's a cute dog. And I'll be like, oh shit, it was my dog. And I'm just keep pushing. Okay? Okay. But I doubt I'm going to see her again. I don't know. Anyways. I didn't know what I was going to come on here and say. Because, like I said, I was in the middle of doing my hair. And it is very, very thick now that it's natural. And so it's a very different texture that I'm used to dealing with, right? Which is a challenge. It's not a roadblock. I mean, I know how to do my hair. And shit, if it ain't hurting, then I ain't stopping. If it's hurting, then I gotta stop, rethink, reevaluate. But other than that, I just don't know. And then that is okay. Somebody asks you, what do you want to do with your life? And you don't have an answer. Just be like, I'm going to do my best. Oh, what are you going to do after college? My best. What are you going to do after high school? My best. What you going to do after work? My best. Like, quit fucking playing with me. If you want me to show up somewhere, then fucking ask. I'm asking what you doing. But I gotta take my own advice on that too. But I do. So, like, instead of just small talking the hell out of people. But, oh, how are you? How's life? Oh, what are you doing next week? Oh, I'm having this. No. You're like, hey, I'm having this and this and that next week. You want to come? And it's yay or nay. And you can say yay or nay, and I'm still asking you how you doing. But I don't want to lead with the small talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be misleading. I want to straightforward. Hey. So yeah. I'm just surrendering my plans for whatever. I don't have any, really. It's more of ideas, hopes. Like, I wonder where this could go. I haven't just set a plan. Because it's more of a... I guess I was just waiting to fuck around and find out. But like I said, I can't keep doing that and then regretting the fact that I fucked around and found out. So... my plan is to wait for the right opportunity to come my way so that I can understand why I had to go through so much to be able to be offered an opportunity as such. What opportunity that is, I don't know. But like I said, I want it to be worth it, right? Because it's one thing to get like an interview for a job, right? If you didn't even want that job, what's the point of going to the interview and faking it? You're wasting your time, their time. You're going to spend time getting ready, this, that, and the third. It's pointless. If you wanted a job and you go for the interview and you don't get the job, now you got interview practice. You know what to learn from. So the next time, you might actually get the job. But if you don't even want the job and you go to the interview, and let's say you get the job, you're not staying for long. Well, I don't know about you. Me, on the other hand, if I go to a job interview that I don't want, right, it's not making me excited in life, I'm not going to stay long, right? Like working at a daycare. They did not tell me that they were going to leave me alone with 8 2-year-olds by myself. And the only questions they asked me in the interview was whether or not I know what my experience was with children. Like, oh, I used to be a babysitter. That doesn't mean I'm qualified to enrich the lives of 8 2-year-olds. Like, that are potty training. And so, parents was like, oh, my child had a soaking wet diaper. Like, they told me to tell all the kids to go to the bathroom. I'm not well versed in potty training. That's the parents' job, not the teacher's job. It's the parents' job. So, I only did what they told me at my job, which was to take them to the potty. Okay? Line them up, take them to the potty. Or, well, not take them, but let them go to the potty. Because I'm like, I don't know how to teach anybody. Just go to the bathroom. And it was just not working. They're like, oh, well, it's easier if you've had kids. And I'm like, not necessarily, because the way y'all in here acting, I wouldn't even bring my child over here, to be honest. So, yeah. I worked at a daycare 3 days. I'm great with kids. Don't get me wrong. But that wasn't what I signed up for, right? I signed up to be the assistant, not the teacher. But anyways, if whatever I sign up for in this next life doesn't come how I want it, then that means that it wasn't for me. Because I didn't need to go to a daycare and work there for 3 days to know that I was good with kids. I already knew that. I know how to change a diaper. But to change 8 diapers more than once in one day? Child, count me the fuck out. Count me out. But that's just me. On the other hand, I just don't know what life has to bring for me. And I'm hoping that it's really, 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 really good. But until then, I don't know, I guess I gotta finish going through all my lessons in life and realizing that I can't make those same mistakes again. And that's fine. That's how you heal and grow through things. But don't say you on a healing journey or you want to heal from your past if you are not okay with things coming back up and having to change your mindset about it. Because that is the hardest shit ever. Like, it's so hard. And I would think about stuff and I would try to like talk to my mom, for example, and she'd be like, oh, why are you always bringing up old stuff? And I'm like, cause if I don't go through all of this and unpack it, then I'm going to keep doing the same shit. I'm never going to move. I'm never going to stay stagnant, right? And if I don't speak it out of my mouth and say, hey, this and this and this and that happened, then it's just going to stay on the inside. So, I guess I feel convicted to tell y'all a little secret about me. And I don't think that I told it in the SA podcast, but as I was growing up, I thought that, it was just kids being kids, which I still think of, but it still affects me, right? So, I want to say when I was around 7, 8 years old, right? I was at one of my cousin's house and she had kids and they were around my age and we were all playing hide and go seek. Normal shit, right? So my cousin, she had 2 daughters and 1 son. And so one of the daughters was counting. And so me and the son, we went and hid in the closet. So my cousin, the son, me and him same age, right? So we're just in this closet hiding and he looks at me and he grabs my boobs and squeezes. And I was like, hey, I got to fuck up out that closet. I was like, hey, I'm it. I'll count next time. I'm it. Got me fucked up, right? And then I wouldn't like to go back over there. And me and this cousin, we would fight for some strange reason. Like, he would whoop my ass sometimes. Like, my mom had a twin, and the morning before her twin's funeral, me and my cousin, we got in a fight. Like, I guess he punched me in my forehead, so I had to walk around the funeral with a big old titty on my forehead. Like, just ignorant. And it's just like stuff he would say or stuff he would do is very ignorant. And it very, like, almost always, 11 times out of 10, I had to call my mom to crying to come pick me up from this cousin's house because my feelings just could not take this shit, right? Between that one cousin calling me gay all the time, even though there's nothing wrong with being gay, there's nothing wrong with being any part of the LGBTQIA plus community. That's not who I was. And to ostracize me as a child, saying that, oh, you can't come to my house no more, or you can't do this, you got to sleep on the floor. You, like, what the fuck? Why would I want to come over here? And they always, like, want me to come over there, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. Or my mom would want me to go over there and hang out with my cousins. I'm like, I can't keep doing that, no. And as we got older, I quit talking to them. All of them. Because it just didn't feel right with me. And I had to tell myself sometimes, they're family. We grew up together. But it's like, no, until I heal, I can't. Because I'm just going to keep bringing it up out of a place of anger. And that's how arguments get started, fights get started, anger, all that shit. I ain't got time for that. And so it's my responsibility to heal from my own shit that happened to me. I can't control what anybody else did to me. I can't control the fact that they made me sleep on the floor with a beach towel, right? I can't control that. But what I can control right now is that they will never be able to put me in a position to sleep on a fucking beach towel ever again in my life. You want to know why? Because I ain't even going to let you have that power over me to just humiliate me. I don't have to come around. I don't have to do none of that shit. I still love you as family. Whatever you need me for, I got you, right? But I have to be in control of myself, right? And I have to know when to stay and when to go. So ain't no spending long periods of time with me if you can't be cool with me and treat me like a fucking decent human being, right? That's the least I deserve. It's fucking respect. And like I said, I can't be mad at shit that we were doing when we were kids. We were kids, right? But like I said, ain't nobody finna have me sleeping on no fucking beach towel. I go stay at a hotel. I stay at the Roach Motel before I stay on a fucking beach towel. I scramble up a couple dollars. But that, you don't do that to fucking family, right? But like I said, they won't have that opportunity again, right? But that's neither here nor there. And the thing with my cousin grabbing my boobs, it really made me hate my body for a long time because, like I said, I was 7, 8 years old with a full chest. Okay? I still have the same sports bras I was wearing in the 4th grade to this day, and I am 25 years old, and I have lost so much weight that my titties don't even fit in there no more. Ain't that some shit? Or maybe I just stretched them out too much. But that's neither here nor there either. The fact is that I'm just now getting to a point of liking my body the way it is. Whether or not I had to go get surgery to get a breast reduction, I still like my body, big titties and all, because the titties ain't went nowhere. They just grew back. Because when you have a breast reduction so early, your body's still growing. And so my titties probably just stopped growing. But I made it intentional that after I turned 25, your body start changing, okay? I don't know if you know that, but your body changes. And I wanted mine to change for the better, not for the worse. And the only way to ensure that is to make sure I'm working the muscles that I need to work on so that when my body fills out, it's not uneven-ish, right? Because I think my right ass cheek is bigger than my left right now. But I can move both of them now. 2 months ago, wasn't shit back there moving. It was a damn shame. It was a damn shame. But you have to be intentional about the things you want out of life. And with healing, I had to be intentional about speaking up about things. Not that I'm speaking up because I want people to be upset with my cousin. Because you don't know this cousin. You don't know who the hell I'm talking about. Any part of my family could listen to this right now, still probably not know who the fuck I'm talking about. Because my family is so big. Except for those who made me sleep on the beach towel. They know who the fuck I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there. What is here and what is there is a whole lot of love. Okay? And I wouldn't have gotten any of this knowledge and any of this healing and any of this love to give to even myself if I hadn't asked God to give it to me, right? Because I was at a point in my life where I just didn't care about myself at all, right? But I had to ask God, like, hey, I need your help, right? And sometimes I just have to go in my room, close the door, turn the lights off, get on my knees and be like, God, I just need your help. I just need your help. And he'll help you. It might not be when you want it to. And it might not be like the help comes in different forms, right? Because the help came when he picked me up off the floor, right? Because when I get on my knees, my back started hurting. And I got to lay down and hunch over and shit. And, I might get the urge to just follow on the floor and lay down on the ground and just lay there. But no, God gets me back up to do whatever I had to do before I did that. So the help comes, right? But you got to be okay with handling that help with care. So when I asked God to show me the depths of my heart, show me the things that are being hidden inside of me that I need to bring to the surface and let go of, that comes with that, right? Because I was okay with never telling anybody about what my cousin did to me, but that's not part of the healing process, okay? Because if you fall and scrape your knee, it's not just going to go away. No, you're going to get a scar, right? You can choose to embrace the scar. You can make sure the scar heals really nicely. You can put a tattoo over it. You can just leave it be. I have a whole lot of scars all over my body. Different scars that tell different stories of different ways of healing. Like, I have so many scars. And they don't look the same, if that makes sense. Like, I had a dog, right? Dog would scratch me all over the place. But not all of my scratches have the same or similar scars, right? Because I have different methods of healing those scars. Sometimes I'll get a scratch and not even know it until I get in the shower. And by the time it's clean with soap and water, I get out the shower, put my cream on, go to bed. And let those wounds heal on their own. Some of them you got to actually put some cream on, some, antibiotic cream. Put a Band-Aid on sometimes. And like I said, y'all, I used to have a fear of Band-Aids. And Band-Aids used to gross me out because it's really just holding your blood together. It's holding your bodily fluids together, just like pads and tampons, which also grossed me out. But that's neither here nor there. I don't like, It's something about reaching in somebody's, like, my mom would tell me to, like, oh, go look in my purse and see this. And I'll reach my purse in there and touch just the wrapper of a pad or some shit. I'm good. I just bring you your purse. You look through it, okay? So, yeah. I don't go through nobody's purses because if I touch a pad wrapper or a tampon wrapper, I'm... Also, I don't want you to be saying, oh, she stole this. No, here your purse. You go through there and look through there. Because if I tell you what you got in your purse, then I know way too much about you. Okay? Because you can't tell me what I got in my purse. I'll tell you some things in there, right? I had a Bible in there. So if you want to tussle, I'm gonna get the Bible first. Okay? And if that don't work, then I got some other options. I ain't gonna tell y'all what those are because that's the element of surprise. But I got the Mouseketeers. I hit you with a hairband. A bitch back the fuck up. And that's a Mouseketeer if you know how to use it. I also used to couldn't stand waking up on a Sunday morning and hearing hot dog, hot dee dog. That and the little Einsteins. Because they used to love to play kids shows on Sunday mornings. And I would always leave my TV on. And I would wake up and either hear hot dog, hot dee dog. Or out here, soaring through the sky, little Einsteins. Come aboard, get ready to... Like, bro, I'm tired of this fucking rocket ship. But then as I got older and they remixed the Little Einstein song, I'd be like, I'm going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship, throwing through the sky, little Einsteins. Like, I caught myself singing this shit out loud walking out of Walmart the other day, and I was like, who am I? That is healing. That is growth. So, this was a lengthy episode, and honestly didn't want to come talk because, y'all, I ain't got no weed. And a bitch is sad. Bitch is very sad. And if I don't go finish my hair, then I won't be able to go to make some more money to buy some more weed. And it's like, should I be buying weed if I have all of these things that are requiring my attention? It was like, you know what? I need to remain calm. Remain afloat. And I keep seeing all these TikToks and all these Christians on TikTok saying, oh, you need to stop drinking and smoking and cussing and fornicating and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, show me where it says I can't smoke weed in the Bible. Show me. Show me where it say I can't drink wine or I can't drink liquor. Show me. Show me the verse. Show me where it say I can't masturbate. Show me that. Then we could talk. But your judgments on what people do with their free time, that is definitely in the Bible. Okay? So whether or not you want to watch porn or you want to fuck everybody you know, that's not my business. That's not my problem. I can't die and say, Lord, take them to heaven because I died for them. No. That's just your doing. I can't control you from doing anything. Right? And if you know that you're causing harm to other people, then that's your burden to bear. Right? I can't just go cuss some people out and at the end of the night be like, God, forgive me. Like, they still gonna remember that tomorrow. God can forgive me, but their feelings are still gonna be hurt. And so the same way I had to ask God to forgive me, I got to ask them to forgive me. So don't just be thinking that people run your life because you don't know their burdens. I'm not saying to go smoke all the weed in the world and go drink all the liquor in the world and go fuck everybody in the world, every girl in the world, like Lil Wayne said. I'm just saying, govern yourself accordingly. Stop letting people judge you into Christianity. That's not how that works. It can't just be like, oh, well, if you stop smoking, then maybe Jesus will talk to you. If Jesus ain't call you to talk to him, if he ain't put that in your heart, the weed ain't gonna, the weed is not popular. It's not the problem, okay? If you too drunk to know right from wrong all the time, but you still know who Jesus is, he gonna use you, okay? He wants you because you knew who he was in your worst state ever, right? If I get really, really sloppy, pissy drunk, and let me stop because I don't even drink that much. But anyways, I just gotta let the judgment not condemn me, because people can tell me all day long, oh, you should do this and this and this and this and that, because they're judging off of whatever the hell they want to judge off of. That's not my business. If you don't let nobody judge you into something and bully you, because that's really what it is. Because they could be completely sober 24/7, not drinking, not smoking, not taking no medicine, not cursing, loving their friends and family and neighbors and all that. They still got some skeletons in that closet they got to get rid of. Okay. Because one thing I believe about death is that it comes when your job is done. Right? It's something that you got to release, give to God, and he'll be like, you know what? That was enough. I ain't got nothing else for you. That was the last test. And that just may be the moment when he decides to bring you back on home. All right? Because we come from above to down here to go back up. Sometimes we might go down lower. But anyways, that's not a problem. The problem is that if the longer you hold shit in, it's kind of like avoiding death. And death used to scare me, right? Because when you die, you're no longer existing in the physical sense, right? Because from having to go from cackling and cracking jokes with my grandma the night before and telling her good night, love you, before I went to bed, and waking up and she was not there. Her body was there, but she wasn't there. She didn't wake up. Like, her job was done. I'm not sure what her job was. I'm pretty sure it was a heart of forgiveness. But her job was done. And so when my time comes, I don't want it to be delayed until I'm 150 years old, still holding on to grudges from when I was 7 years old or 8 years old or 20 or 30, whatever. Like, you gotta let shit go, or you're just buying yourself time. Buying yourself time means getting up and going to work every single day, or 5 days a week, or 4 days a week, or doing whatever it is to make sure you get the bag, because that's just buying you more time. But forgiveness is free. Talking to God, free. Calling him, you don't need no phone plan for that. So, yeah, that's what I'm choosing to do today. Stop buying myself time, because I can't even do that. And like I said, it was put on my heart to just come talk to y'all, and I really did not want to talk to anybody about the thing my cousin did, because like I said, it really messed me up for a long time, and I felt like having big boobs was a curse because that meant that men were going to just want me because of my boobs. And somebody even told me that in high school. No. Yeah, I think we were like fresh into high school, freshman year. And this was when people on Facebook and they'd be like for a TBH, for a to be honest. And so I liked this girl's status. So she could give me a to be honest. She was like, to be honest, you have really big boobs, but that's okay because guys like that. And I was like, that is not what the fuck I thought you was going to say. And that's not what the fuck I wanted to hear today. I logged the fuck up. I'm glad it's enough internet for today because I am more than my body parts. Like, I have a heart, a brain. Obviously, because I had a big ass head. Like, I have feelings. I have a nervous system. And I can't keep letting people throw my nervous system out of whack. Because one thing about weed is that it reacts to the nervous system, the endocannabinoid system. And another thing about me is that anything I'm interested in, I'm going to do my research. So I know a lot about weed. Not enough to be a weedologist or just teach a class about weed, but I know enough for my own benefit about anything. So, like I said, if my nervous system is in fucking shambles, all the weed is gonna do is put me back at square one. And that's when you might start thinking that you have a tolerance issue because you might have to smoke more to feel the same high you once did when you didn't have to smoke as much. But the fact of the matter is, your nervous system too shot the shingles to go any higher. You can smoke all day long, but it's still gonna go right back down to shot the shingles. And that's why you're gonna want to smoke again to get back to, your base level. Base level is fucking boo-boo, okay? I'm at base level with no weed, no alcohol, not even an ibuprofen, not even no food in my system. I'm at the base level of big legs. And that's fine. Right? Because I just poured my heart out to y'all. I didn't need the weed to do that. I didn't need nothing to make me come out here and tell y'all my truth other than the urge to just do that. Because, like I said, I really need to go finish my hair. And I've been talking to y'all for an hour. And so, what just came into my mind as I said that was I was buying myself time. But no, this is not buying myself time to express myself. Buying myself time would be going to go DoorDash just so I can go make $25 to go hit up the plug, give me a little 3-5, and come back and then do the podcast after I've had my nervous system shot the shingles all fucking day. No. Not serving me, not serving any fucking body, right? And I ask God a lot, and I'm like, okay, how are you going to use me to serve your people, right? What is my purpose? But as I keep going, God is showing me that my purpose is to serve myself. Make sure that I am at base level at my core, so that anything added on to me is an addition. Anything that comes out is multiplied, right? But nothing is being divided or taken away from who I am. And it is blowing my mind that I told y'all that about my cousin. I never told anybody about that, like, ever. And so imagine how hurt I felt for so long not liking my own body because I was seen as something to touch, not to know, not to hear, not to experience. Because experiencing me, you'd be lucky, okay, to experience my quality time, right? And some people don't want that. That's cool. Some people do. That's cool. I like my quality time with myself because I'm having fun. I'm doing me. I'm not harming anybody. I'm not making anybody feel good. Feel bad. Because I used to do that. I used to tussle with you bitches on Twitter. I was ready for a Twitter argument. And I realized that my life is fucking terrible to just keep making people's other people's lives terrible. So I need to figure out my own shit. Because it's not cute to be messy on the internet at all. It's not cute. And I'm saying this because I am someone who had to go to the police station and tell them that I was concerned about my roommate's friend coming to whoop my ass over a tweet. And I had to show the police officer the tweet. And she looked at me and laughed. And I was like, she laughed because she understood it. She get it. But it was the way I said it. And the fact that they thought it was about them, which it wasn't. But I would just be so upset about something someone did to me that I would just go take it out to Twitter. And at that time, I was upset about this girl that got on my fucking nerves at work, right? Because she wanted to argue with me and she wanted to tussle over driving a golf cart because we had the same tier level at our job, but she was a trainer and I was a lead position. And so she was like, oh, well, I'm the trainer, so I'm supposed to get a golf cart. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. I'm the lead. I'm the one that has to make sure people get to where they need to go. Therefore, I need a golf cart. She was like, well, no, I get paid more than you. And I was like, you know what? Cool. I went to the back, got the keys to the Ford Explorer that we had, gave her the golf cart keys. I was like, here you go. And I went and drove the Explorer in the air conditioning. Like, girl, you can have this funky ass golf cart. But the fact that she just wanted to sit there and argue with me about it, like she wanted to tussle. Girl, I'm not finna tussle with you. I'm not doing it. You better call somebody else. Or you better call your little man to come tussle with me because I'm not David. Okay? I ain't got the slingshot with me today. I ain't had a slingshot with me that day. I ain't David. Goliath was gonna kick my ass that day. Okay? Just honest. Truly and honest, right? But I knew that. I knew very well that she would have handed me my ass on a platter that day. So I went home, got on the toilet, tweeted. I was like, I ain't fighting with nobody bigger than me. You got a couple options. You can back the fuck up. You can get a bullet hole in your kneecap. You can call somebody that's my size to come handle it. I forgot what the last option was. But, yeah, my roommate's friend thought that I was talking about my roommate. And I was like, well, no, because before I tweeted this, she had already told me how much she weighed. So I made sure to not have it what she weighed so that she wouldn't think it was about her. But the friend that was offended, she was over that limit that I put over that of who I am and am not going to tussle with. So I guess she felt a little hit. And she would be like, ooh, I want you to shoot me. I want you to tase me. Da, da, da. And I was like, okay, bitch. Come get it, right? Wrong. Because I was fucking pussy. Well, I'm not going to say pussy. Because pussies are magical. They're very strong. If you exercise it, right? If you do your Kegels, you going to have power in the pee, okay? So I'm not gonna say I was pussy, but I will say that I was a little bitch. I was like, ain't nobody finna come to my house with my ass. It's not gonna happen. Went to Popo for paperwork. They weren't able to do shit. Was never gonna do shit. But paper trails are important. Cause if something would have happened, I would have been out of there. I had to cover my ass. But the best way I could have covered my ass was to just not spew hate on the internet for anyone to misinterpret. Okay? That's growth. So if you catch me arguing with somebody on Twitter, I give you permission to come whoop my ass. And that's the only time I give anybody permission to whoop my ass. Because ain't nobody finna come whoop my ass. Okay? The devil, he didn't whoop my ass. But I let God fight all my battles, right? So I just sit there and God be like, boom, boom, boom. Okay? But anybody in the world, God gonna fight my battles. I don't have to argue with you. I don't have to tussle with you. We don't have to have a disagreement. We don't have to go back and forth. I'm like, well, I said what I said. I said what I said. I love me some Nene Leakes. And I used to love Nene not even watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't watch that show up until last year. And I sat there and just binge watched most of the seasons with my ex. But watching the show made me love Nene even more. I was already a Nene fan. Like, when Nene was on Glee, I loved it. I was like, oh, that's Nene. I loved her as Coach Ross. I love Nene. And ain't nobody finna come for Nene. Talking about her blonde hair. I don't play that. If she want to put that blonde hair on, you best to put it on, sis. Okay? And that goes for anybody. If you want to put that shit on, put the shit on. And if you think you look good, go show everybody how good you think you look. Or how good you know you look. If they agree with it or not, that's their problem. But baby, if I feel good, look good, you can't tell me shit. So, if she knew she looked good, then she was right to get on that camera and do whatever the hell she wanted to do. And that's why I love Nene. Like, she really changed the game, for one. Because we was used to Beyonce and her, caramel hair. But Nene, oh, that platinum blonde. She had the world in a tizzy. And I love it. I love when people put the world in a tizzy. That's one thing I do love, when people put the world in a tizzy. Like, Beyonce, she put you bitches in a tizzy a couple times. That's why I love her. Anyways, I had to cut this short because I've been on here for over an hour. And my stomach is not finna play with me anymore. So, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Go out, have a great day. If you can't have a great day, don't go fucking up nobody else's. Just go back to sleep. I know you might not want to, but just close your eyes, count some sheep, go back to sleep. Okay? And love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all. Bye.